All right, welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today and
Diving deep.
yeah, into the career of Karoline Leavitt.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard that name. She's been in the news a bit lately, and
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I've been looking over some articles, some research that you sent over, and it seems like
Yeah.
her story, Karoline Leavitt's story, it kind of tells us a lot about what's going on
I think so.
with the Republican Party,
Yes.
and even more broadly with like American politics as a whole.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and what's really fascinating to me, and I think maybe this is why you wanted to do this deep dive,
This is exactly it.
is how young she is. I mean,
Yeah.
could she really become
It's wild.
the youngest White House press secretary ever?
Well, it is remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah.
At only 27,
27.
she's already the national press secretary for Trump's 2024 campaign.
Wow.
And she's already got experience working in the Trump administration and even ran for Congress back in 2022. So yes, if Trump wins, she's poised to break records.
I mean, that's a big if, but
It is a big if, yeah.
still, it's just a lot to process.
It is.
I mean, just thinking about her journey and how quickly she's risen.
It is fast.
So for you, what do you think is like the most important takeaway from her journey so far?
Yeah.
I mean, looking at all this material.
Yeah, well, I think what's particularly interesting to me is her connection to the America First movement.
Yeah.
She's a vocal advocate for that agenda,
Right.
which seems to be resonating with a certain segment of the population.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, like, is this a sign of the movement kind of evolving, appealing to a younger generation?
Right.
Or is it more about aligning with the Trump brand, regardless of age?
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
And in some of these sources that you sent over,
Yeah.
there's mention of like her stance on immigration and trade deals,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
which definitely, align with that core America First message.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's definitely part of that platform.
Do you think I don't know how to put this, but is she reshaping those ideas in any way?
It's a great question.
Or
Yeah.
could her age and her communication style
Mhm.
make them more appealing to like a younger demographic?
It's definitely possible. She's been described as a very effective communicator, and her age could make her more relatable to younger voters
Right. Yeah.
who might not typically identify with the Republican Party.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the other hand, though, some of the sources that you sent suggest that her approach might actually alienate some moderate voters.
Oh, interesting.
There are concerns about her ability to kind of build bridges across the political aisle.
So it's really complex.
It really is, yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking, even if Trump doesn't win in 2024, it sounds like she has the potential to make waves
For sure.
in the Republican Party.
Yeah.
So could we see her continue to rise through the ranks, even regardless of a
Yeah.
Trump victory?
Absolutely. Her ambition is clear, I think, from everything that we've read.
Yeah.
She seems very determined to leave her mark on American politics.
Yeah.
Whether she's attracting younger voters to the Republican Party or pushing the America First agenda forward, her impact is something to watch, definitely.
Wow. You've given me a lot to think about.
I know, it's a lot.
So to recap, I mean, we've got this young, ambitious figure
Yeah.
who's very much
Deeply.
intertwined with this America First movement.
Yes,
And she has a knack
for sure.
for communication.
Real talent for it.
It's hard to say for sure what the future holds for her,
I know, who knows?
but it seems like her career it's like this microcosm
yes.
of the larger shifts that are happening
Yeah, great.
in the Republican Party.
Exactly.
It's really fascinating to me.
And it raises a really intriguing question.
Yeah, what is that?
What does her story tell us about the future of American politics as a whole?
That's a great question.
Will we see more young figures like her rising to prominence?
Ooh, interesting.
And how will that impact political discourse and engagement moving forward? It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely fascinating. Thank you so much for helping break all of this down.
Of course.
I feel like I have a much better understanding of Karoline Leavitt and kind of the bigger picture that she represents.
Yeah.
And for you listening, what do you think? What are your predictions for Leavitt's future and what it means for American politics? Let us know.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Bye.